before continuing on, I want to give a special thank you to Govee for sponsoring this video. They make a really awesome like LED multicolor lighting system, which I'm planning to install once we get the remodel finished here. I'm going to talk a little bit more about them though later in this video. So we've got the entire kitchen area disassembled now, and now it's just a matter of rebuilding it. So the first thing that we're going to do is lay down the aluminum C-channel like I did with the bed setup. If you guys haven't seen that video with the bed setup and using Lexus Cross Dowel construction, would definitely recommend checking it out. I'll put a link in the description below. Start of the second morning here now, and we're making some progress. Definitely kind of coming along. The goal was really just to kind of keep the skeleton of the old kitchen setup, which is what we did with this 3/4 inch plywood that's here. And then for everything else, I'm going to use entirely 1/2 inch plywood. And with that 1/2 inch plywood, I'm going to be using, like I said yesterday, the cross dowel method. So basically just creating a bunch of cross dowel joints to assemble the entire shelving unit inside the kitchen here. We have everything kind of stacked up. I am going to be including a porta potty in here. This is one that my grandparents have had for years and years. I don't think they ever used the thing. It's like from like the 70s or something. It's in perfect condition, so and it just conveniently fits absolutely perfectly between the wheel well and where the bed flap folds down here in the setup. Pretty excited, guys. It's going to be kind of cool to be able to change this up here. One of the better benefits of using the cross dowel joints is that I will not have to use wood glue. And yesterday, guys, taking this thing apart, trying to strip the wood glue away, I don't think I ever want to use wood glue again. Now that I know how to do this cross dowel method, it makes it so that I can change things up. It's basically going to be modular, and I'll easily be able to take things apart and clean it or paint it or whatever I'm going to do in the future. So looking forward to trying to use this method, and now it's just kind of a matter of cutting up some plywood and getting started. The end of day 2 now, and this thing's kind of starting to look like a kitchen again. Definitely coming along. Got the fridge back in place, have a new spot for a little porta potty that I mentioned earlier, and then the storage is all completely different, and we still have to make the storage directly below the countertop, as right now the countertop is in the shed at my grandparents' place. But we're probably going to set that tomorrow, maybe do some drawers in here, and then we're going to just kind of start making it look pretty, adding some nice trim. We're going to do sliding doors in the storage compartments over here. That's why I got this little 1/4 inch plywood here, and make little tracks, and like I said, just kind of touching everything up. We're taking our time with this though. My grandfather is going to be 80 years old in a couple of weeks, so he's going strong definitely, and he was a carpenter all his life, so it's nice to have his expertise and just working with him and being able to spend time with him and my grandmother as well. Haven't seen them in a really long time, so it's just been nice, guys, and I'm in no hurry to get this done. If it takes a few more days, that's fine by me, even if it takes a little longer than that. I'm really enjoying it, and hopefully the finished product will be a little bit better than what it was before. A little bit more usable for both me and whoever ends up buying this van one day in the future. That's kind of the idea behind this whole project. I know I talked about that a little bit in the last video, but we're going to get back to it first thing again tomorrow morning, and we'll see how it goes. It is not cold outside right now. It's absolutely scorching. This has got to be one of the hotter days of the year up here so far. But I have been kind of getting a lot done. Got the door here mounted underneath the kitchen area, so right underneath the countertop, so that should be okay. And have the fridge now secured. I've just been kind of sanding everything down and then vacuuming, cleaning up, really kind of detailing the interior of the van. I kind of have everything moved out. It's sitting on my parents' porch right now, so they're not going to be too happy about that, but eventually I will get it all moved back in here and ready to go. But the next step is to get this thing painted, Haven't picked out a paint color just yet, but we did use a few different pieces of trim, like things that didn't match, just like random things that we found lying around the shop and stuff. So I do want to get it painted so that it all matches nicely. I mean, I am happy with how it looks right now. I love that I have doors now. I think the doors look pretty cool, and they're going to be pretty nice to have, but there is still a little bit more left to do. As I mentioned earlier, this video is sponsored by Govee, and they make some really awesome LED lighting systems, and Shannon and I spent a little bit of time the other night getting this new system installed here. My old lights that I had in here were like these puck lights that ran on AA batteries, and they were absolutely terrible. Like, they would go really dim over time as the batteries started to wear out, to the point where like you couldn't even see anything in here. So this is a much needed upgrade, and I am very, very happy with the result here. They make an RGB IC lighting system, so it's a little different than your standard RGB lighting. It actually has a feature where it's able to show multiple different colors all along the same stream. Normally like RGB lights can't really do that. And they also have a chip built into them as well, which allows you to control it via Bluetooth via your phone. So Govee has this app which you can control like brightness on, and they have all these different scenes and stuff that you can go with, like all different reds and blues, and they have this rainbow color here, which is pretty cool. I don't know if I'll ever use it. Just a lot of really cool stuff like that. And they also have a music mode as well, where the lights will kind of like go in accordance to the tones that they're hearing. So like they're flashing all different colors, so you get like higher pitched tones and lower pitch as you're listening to music. I don't know, just kind of a cool little thing. For me, like the best thing though is just having a better lighting system. They're very, very bright, much brighter than the old ones, and they run on the Kodiak. I have them plugged into the Kodiak here, so definitely a nice upgrade. And you know, we did buy these diffusers as well. These didn't come with them or anything. We just picked them up randomly on Amazon to kind of give it a more professional, cleaner look in here. And like I said, I'm very happy with the result. I would definitely recommend checking out Govee, guys. I'm going to put a link in the description below. Thank you again, Govee, for sponsoring this video. So we've just kind of been getting everything moved back in here and getting ready to hit the road again. We've been in Massachusetts now for over 3 weeks at this point. Been kind of quarantined at my parents' place for the first couple weeks that we were here. They have an extra bedroom, so we were just hanging out in there. And then we met up with my grandparents and kind of started rebuilding this thing. I did that whole thing, and then now it's pretty much ready to go. We are going to go back there tomorrow. Shannon has, like I said in the last video, I think a couple of things she wants to do on her van. Little things that probably shouldn't take more than a day or two. But she also bought a new mattress, which means that I'm getting her old mattress that's in her van. We're going to have to cut it up, obviously, a little bit smaller so that it fits in here. And then I'll finally be able to get rid of this thing, which I've been talking about getting rid of for over a year at this point. So pretty excited about that. After that, guys, this thing is pretty much ready to go. And like I said, I'm very happy with how the remodel here turned out. It definitely looks a lot nicer. It's more organized. The storage is better. The biggest thing though for doing it, guys, I mean, it was just really beat up. Like the setup that I had in here before had been through a lot, especially when we were on some of those back roads out in Utah and out west. Things got thrown around. They got really damaged to the point where like it needed to be fixed. It needed to be kind of touched up and made better, and just improving the storage, having more space in here to be able to fit the things that I need. And you know, I'm probably not getting rid of this van just yet. Like, more than likely we're going to have it for a little while longer, and I just wanted something that was more comfortable while we are exploring all through New England. We're going to head up to New Hampshire probably next week, spend some time up there, probably hang out with my sister, maybe do some camping and stuff like that, and find some cool places to hang out in National Forest, maybe upstate New York as well, possibly Maine, depending on how all the quarantining and all that works out. We'll have to see how that all develops over the next few weeks here. But you know, for us, like we're going to be confined to our vans. We're probably just going to be hanging out and just avoiding people, and that's pretty much what we've been doing anyways for the past few weeks while we've been here. I've seen a couple of family members, and that's pretty much it, guys. So that's kind of how we're planning to do this. And you know, with the kitchen remodel, I do want to say, like, we did use kind of a mixture of the traditional construction methods along with the cross dowel construction. There's definitely a lot of cross doweling going on in here, but we also used a little bit of wood glue, a little bit of trim and stuff just to kind of make it look pretty and everything. The cross dowels were used for the fridge, which was a big thing, like, so I can just easily unscrew it, take a screwdriver, and I can pull the fridge out for maintenance and stuff like that. Same thing for all the shelving. I can easily remove the shelving. If I had an extra piece of plywood, I could cut it up to different sizes and basically just redo the shelving, and it would take a couple hours at the most. So definitely nice there. I'm also really happy with the doors and how those turned out. It's going to make it so I don't have things like flying out. Before, it was all wide open, so I would occasionally get like, spatulas and like random cooking utensils like flying around the van and stuff like that. Now I'm going to be able to close it behind these doors and probably not going to have too many issues. And also the toilet as well. I don't know if I'm ever going to use this toilet, maybe occasionally in like an emergency situation or something like that, but it will be nice to have. If Shannon and I are in here for a long time, definitely a lot better for her to have a toilet. She has a composting toilet in her van, and I love the thing. I mean, it's really, really awesome, and we use it. We were using it all the time when we were quarantined out in the middle of the desert in BLM land, national forest and stuff. So if we do that again for an extended period of time in my van, it's going to be really nice to have. And also, I think that it just, most people, when they ask about a camper, that's like one of the number one things that they want to know. So whoever does buy this van in the future is probably going to be happy that there is a toilet in here. And it also just makes it more of a camper feel. Overall, like I said, I'm very, very happy with how this thing turned out. And I think more than anything, it was just really awesome to be able to hang out with my grandpa. He loves doing projects like this, and I also really, really enjoy rebuilding things and just creating things. And so it was nice to be able to spend time with him for a week, and my grandma as well, who was definitely helping out. And she's going to be doing a lot of helping tomorrow when Shannon and I head over there. She's going to try to fix up some of my curtains here. She's really good with sewing and stuff, so definitely going to be helping out with the mattress as well. But after that, we're gonna head out of here. We'll make our way up north. I'm looking forward to kind of getting to some quiet areas. I think Shannon is too. We kind of miss that really quiet environment out west. There's a lot of people on the East Coast. It's a lot more densely populated. So I think we're kind of looking forward to getting to some trees and just kind of being surrounded by nature and being able to decompress and relax up in some rural, quiet areas like that. So that's going to be the plan, though. That's going to be all part of the next couple of videos, though. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you all in the next one.